Welcome to your 2021 Honda Odyssey. Since I've driven the Pacifica, which saw a mid-cycle refresh this year, the all-new Sienna, and the all-new Carnival from Kia, I may as well get some time in the Odyssey just so I have all four minivans reviewed in their current iterations. So this generation of Honda Odyssey is definitely due for something all new. Came out in 2017, and as of today, December 19th, on the Honda Canada website, they are pushing 2022s, which are the same thing. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, so that's 6 years. Pretty sure that a new one should be here for a 2023's model year or a 2024's with the 2021 Honda Odyssey. It's still a strong vehicle, nearly 4,000 liters of cargo space with all these seats put down, second row, third row. It drives really well, still uses Honda's 3.5 liter V6, 280 horsepower, 262, I believe, pound-feet of torque. But the drawback here, and I hope it's what Honda addresses going forward, is that it is front-wheel drive only. Now, I'm not sure if Honda's going to come out with a hybrid, seeing as there's this big push for electrification within the global market, really, and more specifically where I am in the Canadian market. But we'll have to wait and see. But for now, there's nothing wrong with a front-wheel drive vehicle. In winter months, you put a good solid set of winter tires on, and that helps you definitely with your driving dynamics and your safety on the road. It's not as good as pairing winter tires with all-wheel drive, but for what you have available to you with the Honda Odyssey, strong winter tires, and quality winter tires for that matter, would definitely make a difference. Driving dynamics, out of the four minivans on the market today, I like the way this drives the most. I find there's an adequate amount of power. There's the extra bit there when I need to do some passing or getting onto the highway, and I just find the driving dynamics do really well. I did a little mini road trip to Niagara Falls last night to see that Winter Festival of Lights. It turned out quite nicely. The weather was pretty awful, and you'll see through the B-roll, the roads are a little wet, which is why the car's a little dirty, and I hosed it down. It's still gross and dirty because that's what happens when it snows, and then it turns into warmer weather the day after the roads are wet. But anyways, that's not of our concern right now. It's back to the driving dynamics. Nice tall windows, lots of visibility out here. Again, the pickup is impressive, and that's what you get with the naturally aspirated V6. And I've always liked the way the Odyssey is driven. I haven't had any issues with it at all. Now, the small little asterisk there is that it's been just me. A, pandemic. B, I live alone. C, I have no kids or anything. So will the acceleration rate be affected with more weight in the car? Absolutely. But I can say, even driving it on the launch in 2017, when this generation first came out, it had lots of pickup in it, and all the years I've had it, I've had pre-pandemic people and stuff and things in the Odyssey as I was driving it, and no issues at all with that. Quick look at the outside, standard stuff for the Odyssey. Again, nothing's changed. Pretty decent shape. Got the cool little lightning bolt side sliding doors. Bunch of LEDs. Now this is the top trim Touring, so you get all the extra bells and whistles and then some with it. Yeah, it's hard to find fault with any exterior design lines of a minivan because it's basically one big box with very smart and functional sliding doors. For the record, I would take a minivan over an SUV 8 days a week. You cannot beat the functionality of sliding doors. You won't ding anybody in a parking lot by opening a door into them. You can get so much more into it with a full slide. But anyway, that's my thing on that. I believe I've mentioned that in every single minivan review that I've done. Look on the inside. The only real big irk here is the HVAC system, and specifically the direction of the air, because I've got to hit the front climate button, and then I go to a touch screen, as opposed to doing a hard touch button just below the infotainment system. So that's a bit of an irk. I wasn't a big fan of the push button gear changer. I'm used to it now, and I know they did it to make space for all of the storage down the middle of the vehicle. Start stop button is the whole thing's in the middle console. Everything's here. Heated seats, cooled seats, drive modes, what's really just the snow mode and the econ, your four-way flashers. Infotainment system's not too bad. It's a little slow and laggy. It's also older though, and older by modern technology standards, which is only like 3-4 years. But I think Honda's gonna really revamp that fully, completely when the new generation of Odyssey comes out. Seats are comfortable. You have the folding armrests for my right arm and my passenger's left arm. Seats are easy to maneuver. Cavernous space in here. Again, no real complaints about a minivan because it's a function-first vehicle. The dashboard sees a large digital screen in the middle. On the left side is your temperature gauge. On the right side is your gas tank readings. And it's hard to find any flaws with this because everything is in a large, clear font. It's a good blend of the digital and as well as the analog sides of things as well. Steering wheel nice and thin, heated steering wheel button right on the steering wheel. No digging, no looking around. Just basically take your right thumb, reach down a touch, and there you have it. All of your safety systems are here. Now the peculiar thing, I'm going to call it a quirk. Every trim except for the Touring gets the Honda Lane Watch system, but the Touring trim, which is this one, gets blind spot monitoring. So a bit of an interesting move. I don't know why they wouldn't have made that uniform across the board and why the top trim doesn't get it. Tons of storage options in here between cup holders and cubbies and sliding storage and hidden storage and open storage. And there's, again, minivans are made for daily life, for stuff, for things, for errands, for things for your kids, whether you're taking them to sports or activities. Even if as an adult you're in a band, you're using this as a work van, whatever it is, the Odyssey does very, very well. Lots of power, lots of function, lots of space. That's going to wrap it up for the 2021 Honda Odyssey. If you've got any questions on the vehicle, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to get you answers as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching, and feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to tell us about the channel who you think might be interested in what it is that I do. Until I see you again, be well, be healthy, be safe.